Good morning and welcome to News 9. I'm Nolan Pinto. Now, the results of the Karnataka SSLC exams are expected to be announced today at around 10:30. Candidates can check the results on the official website of Karnataka Board of Secondary Education, that is www.carresults.nic.in. Now, students can also visit another website, that is www.results.gov.in, to get their results. They can do so by entering their roll number. The candidates can check their scores and get the results status online. Now, the Karnataka SSLC exams were held from the 28th of March to the 9th of April. About 8.26 lakh students appeared for the exams this year. Now, in 2013, the SSLC exam results were announced on the 6th of May. Girls then stood out with a pass percentage of 82.29 compared to what boys scored, that is a pass percentage of 73.25. In fact, to discuss more about this, I'm joined by my colleague Vivek, who is at the board office in Malleshwaram. Vivek, take us through what exactly is happening over there now, because it's just about half an hour before the results will be announced.
Yes, Nolan, in just in less than half an hour, the results will be announced by the officials here in Malleshwaram, the SSLC department. 8.2 lakh students' fate will be sealed today when they get to know the results. An important milestone in every student's life. They have to cross the 10th standard barrier, and fingers crossed, many people and many students are waiting for the results. We will get an official confirmation at 11 o'clock when a press meet will be held. They will tell us what is the pass percentage, how many students have actually cleared the exams this time, what is the percentage of the boys versus the girls ratio, and how the entire state has actually performed. Last year, there was a 77% pass percentage. This year is expected to increase. So there's some good news going to be coming our way after 11 o'clock, Nolan.
Right, Vivek, I'm going to place you on hold there for a moment. Now, it's not just on websites or through websites where students can get their scores, but also through SMS. In fact, for results via SMS, there are different options. One is SMS results KAR10 for SSLC exam, along with the results roll number. The other one is SMS KAR registration number to 56263 or 54242. In fact, Vivek, coming back to you, what are the officials telling us? Are they pretty happy? I know the results have not been announced, but are they happy with what's happened this year? Any sense are you getting?
Well, that will be so. Yes, Nolan, in some time we'll get to know what the officials have to say. There is an air around this place that the results this time will be better than last time. Last time it was 77%, this time it's expected to increase. So on that front we know that the things are seeming very nice, but in less than half an hour we will get to know what the actual confirmation is and what the actual results are. And a lot of students are hoping and praying that they will do well, and of course they will, considering that the officials here have said that the pass percentage will increase this year, Nolan.
Now, Vivek, are there students waiting outside the board office in Malleshwaram, and have you got a chance to speak to them?
Well, not really, Nolan. The building here in Malleshwaram has been cordoned off. No student is allowed to come near the building until and unless the results are officially announced. So no students are allowed near the building, and no students are also here. But once the results are announced, they expected to see a lot of students surrounding the building and wanting to know what their results are. So all waiting for the press meet by the officials here in the SSLC department, and then we'll get a confirmation as to what the actual truth is and what the results are, Nolan.
Now, Vivek, many feel that if they do not pass their 10th standard exam or the SSLC exams, it's the end of the world. Any sort of message that the board officials have given these students especially?
Yes, Nolan, the officials are saying and asking the students not to panic and worry, because for every failure there is a solution. For every closed door there is a key in some other door. So the officials are asking every student to stay calm, and it's not really the end of the world. They're asking all the students to not worry about how much they've scored and how much they're not able to score. That is why the Supreme Court has ordered the Supreme Court has ordered the SSLC department not to announce the toppers this time. So the toppers are not going to be announced at all. It will be announced much later. The overall pass percentage is going to be announced in the meeting happening here, the press meet which will happen here at 11 o'clock.
Now, Vivek, normally we have seen every year that the websites hang because of the large number of students trying to get their scores. Any sort of measures taken by the SSLC department so that it does not happen this time?
This time all measures have been taken so that every student gets their result on time, Nolan. The officials here are saying that they have contacted all their servers across India and across Karnataka as well to ensure that no server is hung, no server is having any difficulty in giving the result to the students. So on that front, all the students can be rest assured that their results will be on time. There won't be any delay in getting their results. Even the messages and SMS service is taken care of. So in terms of the fast delivery of your result on your phone or on the internet, that is taken care of by the SLC officials now.
Right, Vivek, thank you very much for all those details, and we'll keep coming back to you for more updates. But for those of you outside who can't get your results online or even through via an SMS, News9 will try and get you your results, and we'll give you more updates on that later on. Moving on, the rupee's dream run continues. It is currently trading at 59.58 to the dollar. Now, the rupee's performance comes as the Sensex closed at 23 or crossed the 23,000 mark on Friday and is at 23,283 points, or up 288 points. Now, the rupee had touched an intraday high of 59.49, a level last seen in July 2013. In fact, this is good news, especially for importers, with the rupee's dream run continuing. It is currently trading at 59.58 to the dollar. Now, we all remember the panic it crossed when it went above 67. And thereafter, measures were taken by the government in order to control the depreciation of the rupee, such as controlling the current account deficit and also imposing taxes on import of gold. Now, all these measures taken by the government have actually yielded fruit, with the rupee now trading at 59.58 to the dollar. Now, the rupee's performance comes as the Sensex crossed the 23,000 mark on Friday and is at 23,283 points, or up 288 points. The rupee had touched an intraday high of 59.49, a level last seen in July 2013. Well, for more on this, I'm joined by my colleague Arun. Arun, fantastic news. Finally, the rupee has breached the 60 mark. Basically, it's now 59.49.
That's right, Nolan. As we speak, remember, it touched an intraday low of 59.49. So clearly, as we speak, the Reserve Bank of India, it appears, is not intervening in the market. It's kind of playing it safe. But you can assume that the RBI will intervene in the market, because this level at 59.49 or 59.50 is a level which is not of too much of comfort for the Reserve Bank of India. It would like the rupee to trade in a tight band. The band is anywhere between 59.60 going up to 60.50. That is a comfort band for the RBI. So you can expect the RBI to actually intervene and start selling dollars in the market, Nolan.
Now, Arun, many people, at least the common folk, would believe that if the rupee falls below 60 would be good. But why are you saying that the RBI would like it to trade between 59.50 and 60.40 or 50?
Nolan, that's right. But remember, the point is we have to boost our exports, and exports have not risen significantly. Remember, there has been a contraction month on month. If you look at the imports coming into the country, that has come down, but the exports have not gone up. Now, the RBI would like to actually provide some kind of an incentive to companies and exporters, because if you are able to push the rupee down, then export earnings will improve. So the RBI will be looking at ensuring that the Indian goods are competitive overseas. And also remember, at this point of time, much of the euphoria, as you rightly pointed out, is because of this possibility of a new government assuming office, and the BJP-led NDA government taking shape post 16th of May. But this is as long as that is the expected prediction. But if there were to be some kind of a change, if the exit polls indicate something else, indicate that perhaps the NDA will be in kissing distance but will not get that magic number of 272, then you are going to see a meltdown. Because remember, in the last 2 days, that is on Friday and today, the stock market or the Sensex has added something like close to about 1,000 points. That's a huge rally. In fact, ironically enough, as we speak, even stocks which belong to the IT sector, which could be impacted if the rupee were to rise significantly high, are in the green. So this kind of unprecedented euphoria as far as the stock market is concerned is something that may not go down too well with either the policymakers or even the Reserve Bank of India, Nolan.
Now, all this is just because of the euphoria, like you're stating, and can't be because of the measures taken by the government, such as controlling the current account deficit and also the import of gold.
Nolan, remember, we've already heard noises, particularly the finance ministry saying that if things normalize, they will allow for the gold imports to resume. Now, if that were to happen, it will be extremely suicidal, because remember, as you rightly pointed out, a major reason why we've been able to manage the current account deficit is because of the fact that the gold imports has significantly slowed down. Now, if you're going to revoke those provisions and allow for free import of gold, then you are going to see a lot of bother once again come in, because remember, much of this financing of the current account that we are talking of is largely because of investment flows. Right now, India is a preferred emerging market. You are seeing a lot of foreign investors investing in India. But remember, the problem lies with two other economies, Russia and China. Both the economies are having their own set of problems. And if the Indian economy becomes overheated in the eyes of the overseas investors, they will shift loyalty. They would rather prefer to invest in Russia, provided things improve as far as the Ukrainian crisis is concerned. And if China is showing some signs of economic revival, obviously that will be the darling of the emerging markets. And if that were to happen, God forbid what happens to the Indian economy. Because also remember, we have not yet factored, we are only factoring one M factor, that is the Modi factor. We are not factoring in what will happen with the villain or the mischief maker, that is monsoon. If we begin to factor in what the monsoon could be this year, then we are perhaps staring at a major problem on the hands, Nolan.
Right, Arun. Thank you very much for all those details.